Hey guys, it is me, Sarah, again with yet another video. Chilling out with Zoe. We're both sick. I know you can probably hear it with me. So we're both in half of our PJs. Allie got ready from the waist up. I'm still in my PJ pants and my slippers because we don't feel well. So, just real quick, so this video is for Jessica Freeman. I know she was asking, how did I retrain my hair to not be so oily? I went from washing my hair 30 times a month. 30 times every day. And then I used to straighten it, I forget. I think it was like 20 times a month. Just because when you wash it, you feel like your hair is prettier when you dry it and you straighten it, which it is. It looks more healthy. So I went from 30 times a month washing, 20 times a month straightening, to 7 times a month I am now washing my hair, and I'm only blow drying and straightening my hair 6 to 4 times a month. And my hair has been, it's completely opposite of where I was. My hair was dry, my hair felt like straw, my hair just looked dull and it looked, I don't know the word for it, but it just looked straight up unhealthy. And now, I mean, this is my fact of today. This is day 5 hair, which, yes, I'm crazy, and I keep track of when I wash my hair and when I do not. This is day 5 hair, and you can definitely tell. And usually on day 5 hair for me, you can tell because I'll have one of these on my hair, these nice thick headbands, because they really just like hide everything, like all the oily spots. But today I figured I would show you what it looks like. And no, I have not dry shampooed it yet, but I do want to show you guys how to do that. So anyway, I went from that to this, and you can absolutely do it. I do not care what any website says of like, oh, well, your hair is going to produce the same amount of oil as it always does, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't even make sense, because every time you wash your face, wash your hair, you're literally taking out all the oils, and your body's going to reproduce them. So as soon as you keep washing, it's going to keep reproducing more oil. So this is just my experience, my personal experience with my hairdresser, who has taught me so much. She's amazing. So take it from me, save yourself the trips to the salon and the deep repair stuff that you can pay for. Not worth it. So when we're talking about your hair, I know you've probably seen it, but like your hair is a strand and it looks like little scales and they're all facing downward. And so when you apply water, heat, when you color it, you're literally taking those little scales and they're flipping open. So, like, for example, like when you just get out of the shower, like if you just let it air dry or whatever, if you just dyed it or if you're out in the sun, those follicle scales, I don't know what you call them, but they're all open. And you can tell because your hair is like frizzy, you get these little flyaways. It's really, I don't know, it's not like straight and smooth. And that's because your hair follicles are still open. And it usually takes between 12 to 24 hours for them to seal back shut. And you can do things to help it seal shut faster if you want. And I'll get to that in a little bit. And so when we're talking about your hair oils, too much hair oil is bad because it clogs, I guess, the pores or clogs around the hair shaft or whatever. Excuse me. And it can cause dullness, it can make your hair look flat, you're not going to have any volume, and it also can cause your hair, for what I've been told, it can cause it to delay its growth. Just what I've been told. So you want to find that good balance, because if you don't have those oils, it's actually like your hair's natural conditioner. So it's kind of like you can't have too much and you can't have too less, because if you don't have enough oils, like if you are washing your hair every day, your hair isn't going to get that protection it needs. Excuse me. Okay. So, hold on. Sorry. When you're sick, your brain kind of... So here is my day-to-day 1 through 5, how I retrain my hair and my routine now, and then I'll go over how you should do it if you're just starting and what it was like when I started. So day 1, I always wash my hair at night. So when I wash my hair, one of my favorite things in the world is I have 2 brands of shampoos and conditioners that I really, really love. And shampoo is very, very much your own preference and how much you want to spend. I know personally I don't wash my hair as much as I do. So like this bottle, for example, it's just like a basic whatever ounce bottle of shampoo. This has lasted me since September. And I still have maybe that much left or so. So I don't mind spending a little bit of extra money on my shampoos because I know I don't use them as much, so it's kind of like cost effective. Okay, so anyway, back to what I was saying. My favorite brand right now is this Joico K-Pak Color Therapy, and the reason being is because when you dye your hair, like I said, those hair follicles, whatever, scales open up. This line literally is made to seal that color in, and it's made to clean your hair, yes, and clean your scalp, but it's also designed specifically to seal in that color, seal in that the shine you get. And then, so once I shampoo and condition my hair, the other big thing too is water, especially hot water, is very, very drying to your hair. So try your best to turn it down a little. And I always do a cold rinse. I just flip my hair upside down and rinse it out with cold, cold, cold water. And then just when you're like, whatever this is called, when you're like, what thing did I? When you're like straining your hair, no, it's not straining. Whatever. When you're doing this to your hair, like trying to get the water out, be very, very gentle. When your hair is wet, it is much more vulnerable to damage. So when you're doing that, just kind of gently twist, gently do that. And my other big secret to my hair, and I haven't had a trim since April of last year, and I'll see if I can get a clip up of it, but I do not have one split end on my hair thanks to this stuff, this Joico K-Pak Cuticle Sealer. It's essentially, it's an acid wash for your hair, and I mean, you might think, ooh, acid, you don't want none of that. You do want that, because you've heard all over the internet about the internet. You've heard all over the internet about the apple cider vinegar wash, and that's fine if you do not have color treated hair or any sort of treated hair at all, like if you do a relaxer or a perm or anything like that. Stay clear of that because the apple cider vinegar stuff is much more intense of an acid wash than this stuff, but essentially they're doing the same thing, but this is color, oof, did you see that? This is the safe way of doing like an acid wash in your hair, but this legitimately, I haven't had to have a trim since April, and like I said, I'll get a picture up. So anyway, I wash my hair, do that, and that's my first wash, and then once my day, whatever, if it's day 5, yes, and when we go to day 5, I then switch to this macadamia, stop being annoying. Sorry, that's my cat. Macadamia oil shampoo. It's also color safe. It's sulfate free and paraben free. Those are the big things when you're shopping for your shampoo. Look for something that's sulfate free and look for something that's paraben free. And I believe sulfate is this, it's like what makes your shampoo like suddy, like soapy, like not a good day to try to talk. Okay, so it makes it like soapy in your hair. And then paraben free I think is a I believe it's a preservative. So those two are not good for your hair at all. Try to steer clear of them. There's tons of brands out there that are whatever. And if you can find one that's pH balanced too, because that's also important for your hair to have the right pH. Alright, so then when we're shampooing with that, this is like the holy grail product, and I don't care, I will spend as much money as I have to. This macadamia natural oil deep repair mask literally takes my hair from like, oh, okay, to like, oh my goodness, like super, super shiny, like, and it lasts for such a long time. And again, I've had this since September, and it is expensive. This is like $30, but I still have so much left to go because you do not need that much, and I have pretty long hair. It's thin, granted, but it's, you know, still long. So you just take a little bit in your hair, and you work it in your ends first, and then you literally just pop it up in a clip in the shower, and you have to wait a full 7 minutes. You can leave it a little bit longer, but then it's really not making a difference. And then you rinse it out, and of course, rinse with cold water. I swear to you, if there's one product you can take from this video, and there's one product you're going to spend your money on, go buy this. It's at Target, it's at Ulta, it's online. I know Target has buy one, get one free. Like, this was a pack together. So just go buy it. Even buy the small trial size. Ooh. Sorry. I decided to go to sleep. Alright, so then when you're done washing your hair, the biggest mistake that people make is they do the thing where they unroll their, who have I got? I got Tinkerbell. They unroll their towels, put their hair upside down and do like the turban thing, don't do that. It's not good for your hair. It pulls on it, all that other stuff. Just go like this and just let it sit. Let your hair sit and relax, because no matter how good of a treatment you just did to your hair, no matter how good your shampoo, those follicles are still open, and you want to be very, very gentle. Just, if you're gonna touch your hair, I don't touch my hair within 15 minutes, but if you're gonna touch your hair, wide tooth comb. Do not use this. Do not use this. They're great brushes, but not for when your hair is wet. Just gently go through like that a couple times. Do not over brush it. Just let it dry. And typically, like I said, I wash at night, so I leave this on my pillow and I go to bed and I wake up, and usually my hair is kind of crazy looking. But then the next day, so now we're on day 2. Oh, I should say, sorry. So when I'm done shampooing and I'm done doing this and letting my hair dry a little bit, but not a lot, another amazing product, and I know there's several makers of it, but argan oil. This stuff is by, I think it's NuMe. Yeah, this is NuMe. You can get that online. And what that is it's a really nice, thick oil. And you would think, well, will that make your hair really oily? No. I just use it on from like here down. And so it just helps to kind of seal in those ends, kind of helps to calm the frizz down. And I think it also claims that it makes your hair dry faster. Non-greasy, vitamin E, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So it makes it so your hair dries a little bit faster, which is good, because I don't want to be walking around with wet hair all day. Okay, sorry. So that's that. And then we're going to go on to day 2. So day 2, you want to slightly wet your hair. You can either do it by like the spray bottle guy, or you can jump in the shower real quick and just get it slightly wet. You don't want to soak it, because then you're going to have to wait the same amount of time with this on your back. So get it slightly wet. Do not wash it again. Slightly wet. Spray in some sort of heat protectant. This got to be, I think it's got to be, yeah. Got to be Guardian Angel. Protects up to 425 degrees. You cannot touch your hair, or you should not touch your hair without some sort of heat protectant. Spray it on, you get it like, I don't know, when I do it, I'm trying to think how I do it. So I like section off my hair and I'll spray certain sections because I don't want to miss anything, but this literally will make the difference from your hair getting burned and getting damaged to not. So use a heat protectant. And then go ahead and, I don't have my blow dryer here, but I always put my blow dryer on medium heat. Try your best to stay away from high heat. And my biggest thing when I'm blow drying my hair, flip it upside down, like all the way upside down. And when, can you see that? Okay, good. When you're blow drying your hair, I just kind of do this. Like I kind of just like gently like fluff it, I guess, for the most part. So like 80% of my time I'm blow drying my hair, it's usually upside down. And then I also, oh, I didn't even tell I need to wash my hair. I'll also make my part in different places just to kind of get some more volume. And so when you're done blow drying your hair, like I said, upside down, shake it. When you're almost done blow drying your hair, then you can take a brush. So do that with your fingers. Then you can take a brush, and then what you want to do is make sure you get your part where you want it. And then take your brush, flip it upside down. I prefer a flat brush. And what I do is I take my blow dryer and I go down. And it just kind of like, it blows it in the direction you want, because your hair is going to look kind of crazy after you've been fluffing it. So I do that with my whole head. And then I always finish off with, like, you've ever seen on blow dryers how they have like the cold option, the warm and the hot. Do a quick follow through with the cold, I don't know, cold option on your thing. And just kind of go through your hair, and it will help to kind of take that heat out of there, because again, heat opens those scaly things up and makes it look all frizzy. So when you're done blow drying it, this is optional. I usually do this right after. I'll usually spray a little bit more heat protectant on, and I'll take my straightener, which, by the way, just a side note, I know Caitlin Fontaine was really curious about it. So this NuMe hair straightener, it uses infrared heat, and it has a high-grade ceramic plate. Is amazing, you guys. I have had probably 6, 7, 8 different hair straighteners in my life and different brands. I've tried the Chi, I've tried the BioSilk, I've tried just a regular Conair Rite Aid brand. This is amazing. It's the NuMe Megastar. Straightens like a dream. This, I straightened my hair Monday of last week? Yeah, and it still is straight and it makes your hair so shiny. Best part about this is you run your straightener through your hair once, it is straight. You do not have to go back through. So your straightening time gets cut in half. It's healthier for your hair because of the infrared heat. And as a bonus, you can also curl your hair with this. I've yet to play to see how. But this NuMe straightener, you guys, like if you're going to spend the money that you're going to spend on a Chi, even a Conair, some of the Conairs are expensive now. This was like $70 or $79. I don't know. But if you go on their website, it always says $200, but I know coupon codes that I can give you that can make it $69 to $80, depends what the sale is. Cannot say enough about this, you guys. If you straighten your hair or curl it, get a NuMe Megastar hair straightener. Okay, and rant. So anyway, I'll straighten my hair for that day 2, and then usually I'll have, this will be straight and nice like it is right now, but like, you know the top where you get those, I know this lighting's awful, you know these little baby hairs? Oh, they drive me nuts. Some people don't drive me nuts, but they drive me nuts. I go through with some sort of like pomade or, I mean like this isn't even made for it, but like this is Mega Whipped, I think this is Bedhead, yeah. And this is actually a texturizing spray, but honestly, I take a little bit on my hand, not much because you don't want to make your head look oily, a little bit like that, and I literally like drag all those hairs out and I will twist them into the rest of the hair, and it solves my problem. So I don't have those weird little wispies. Okay, so now we're going to go on to day 3. So day 3, and this is probably, yeah, no, it's the same for both. I have it all written down here, sorry. So day 3 on the new training your hair or where you're at where I am is you want to use a dry shampoo. And a dry shampoo is going to solve all of your problems when it comes to, well, how am I supposed to get from, you know, washing my hair every day to not. Dry shampoos are going to do it for you. I have 2 favorites. My first one is because I dyed my hair dark. So when you're using a dry shampoo, and I have tried cornstarch and I have tried baby powder, but don't use baby powder because it will irritate your hair and clog your pores. Anyway, so Batiste, this is for the dark. This stuff is at Ulta and it's legitimately the same price as almost all the other dry shampoos, but this has a little tint of color in it. I mean, you can see it from the bottle. But so how I dry shampoo my hair, you play with the kitty? How I do it is you always make sure your bottle isn't clogged like the little spray guy. And you can always tell when I need to wash my hair because it gets like, I don't know if you can see that, but it gets like gross. So you just take it, spray it, and you just work it into your hair. And yes, it is tinted, so, oh, I didn't do it that time, but usually I leave black marks all right there. You can literally just wipe them off. You staying high? I'm almost done, kind of. So you take that in your hair, and you go like this. And you, excuse me, ma'am. No, I'm busy. You have, excuse me. You have so many toys. Go find a toy. Yes. Toys, right. Anyway, so and you gotta spend time doing this. I see a lot of people are like, oh, dry shampoos don't work. It's because you're not working it into your scalp. You're not getting out those oils. You're not massaging it in. So once I feel like I've done a good enough job massaging, I'll take my boar bristle brush, which this is just Conair boar bristle brush. Look for, if you're going to look for a boar bristle brush, make sure it's 100% boar bristle and not, because there are some that have the plastic ones in it. Boar bristle brushes are known in the beauty industry to distribute oils from the top of your head all the way down. It's known to make your hair super shiny, which I can't agree more. These brushes are amazing. So anyway, once I've done that, and I know I wish it was a little bit brighter out and you could actually see it. So remember when I did this trick? So see how gross that is? Gross! So now look. Like it doesn't want to, like, I don't know how to describe that. Like, this side, it's all like separated and matted with oil, and this side is like fluffy and soft again. So I'm only gonna do that part of my hair. But that's how you survive not washing your hair. You just spray this in your hair, get it all over, concentrate on the roots, really work it in. And this, like I said, they have these for blondes, redheads, and then dark-haired girls. So I do that, and I stick close to my ends. And then I always notice probably this day when my hair is kind of not looking, I don't know, as nice or shiny. So I use the It's a Tan Miracle dry shampoo and conditioner in one. And this I tend to concentrate more on the ends. And it's nice because it smells really nice. But it smells really nice, but it really makes your hair feel like you just conditioned it, just washed it. So again, I sprayed it in my hair. You're supposed to be a little bit further away when you're spraying this stuff, but that's okay. But it literally just makes it feel like, I can't tell if you can tell that, but just literally makes it like shiny again, makes it nice, makes it whatever. So if you're dry shampooing and conditioning your whole head, it is gonna look maybe a little fluffy, like a little more bouncy. But that's just because you got rid of the oils and you're also playing with it and you're stimulating the hair to stand up, I guess. So anyway, those are the 2 dry shampoos I highly recommend, and that's day 3. And then day 4 is actually, and it's funny because day 4 or 3, depends on my mood, is usually my favorite day for my hair because I always do, so I do the dry shampoo routine again if I need to. This is my favorite day to do one of these, the little, what's it called, Pomodoro, little schnooky thing. So you can't really see it, but these are my favorite days to do that because, believe it or not, your hair holds a better shape when it's dirty than when it's dry. So I absolutely adore day 4 because I can wear it in a cute little updo and it will stay. And you can always tell with me when I have really dirty hair because I'll pull out this hairspray. It's got to be glued. This is the most intense. Stop being weird. Why are you being weird? There. It's the most intense hair. What's this stuff? Hairspray. It's the most intense hairspray ever, and it really, really, like, you want to talk about all day hold. Ew. That was water. Sorry. You want to talk about all day hold, this is and should be your go-to. You can get that at Rite Aid, actually. Usually they have sales on them, like buy one, get one half off or like 50% off, whatever. So I'll take this hairspray, and when I'm doing those updos, I will just get it all over, and I'll tuck in my baby hairs, spray it up like that, and that stuff is great. And so when we're done spraying it, and then you're finally on day 5, and this is for me the toughest day, like right now, even though I just dry shampooed it, you can tell like I shouldn't be wearing it down. Anyway, day 5 is this day, and you can always tell if you see me with a headband, just don't go anywhere near my head because I'm sure it stinks. Day 5, I don't even bother dry shampooing it, but I literally, oh, wake up, stop being weird. I literally wear it up either with my ears tucked in, or I'll pull it back a little bit further and do that. And you can always, like I said, if you see a headband, don't come near me because it's been too long since I've washed my hair. I will literally throw my hair up just so the oil is not getting on my face, and I'll literally wear it up like this. Like, I'll just throw it up in a messy bun, spray it down so it doesn't go anywhere, and that's my day 5 hair. And it could be, if you're starting out, this could be your day 3 hair, but either way, when you're having those really gross, greasy days, they come in so many colors, guys. These are at Rite Aid for like $5 for a pack of like 6, maybe. I don't know. Go check them out, and at Ulta they have a bunch too. But these will be your best friends because the oiliest parts on your hair are going to be right here and on your line, and also on the back of your neck, like right there. So, and also back on hairsprays, I forgot to say. So let's go back to day 2. When you blow dry and straighten your hair, when you're done putting in the stuff to, if you want, like me, to put your baby hairs down, another hairspray that works really well is this Got To Be Smooth Operator Cashmere Hairspray. Again, this was on a huge sale. It was 50% off, so I couldn't say no. And this stuff is good for if your hair is clean and it looks nice and it's, you know, straightened or whatever. You don't spray it directly on your hair. I spray it like up in the air, and then I kind of just walk through it and work it in my hair. And this helps to keep your hair down. So let me real quick just tell you. So the tools that should always be in your kit, your hair kit or whatever you want to call it, wide tooth comb, always, 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 always when it's wet, only use that. Another thing that if you like straighter hair, I wish I had curly hair, but you know what, I'm getting over it. I don't have curly hair, give up. All you bitches out there that have curly hair, I'm jealous. Anyway, so straight, if you want, use a paddle brush. Again, same thing I was telling you about. Go down like that when you're blow drying. And then this boar bristle brush is amazing to add shine to your hair and then also to spread those oils out. So I try every day, probably once or twice, to do what I'm doing right now. So really dig in the brush where your scalp is and just, and mind you, this is the oily side of my head. And just bring those oils all the way down. So when day 5 comes and it's at the end of the night and I go back to washing my hair, it's done. It's easy. It's easy peasy. So those are the 3 brushes. And then also, so you're wondering, well, do you shower for 5 days? And yes, I do. I use shower cap. And you thought your grandma was weird, but she knew what she was doing. So you just kind of put your hair up again in one of those messy buns. Put this sucker on your head. There. And now your hair isn't getting it wet. You're protecting it from the heat, the steam, all that other stuff. Get you some of these. You can buy them anywhere. I just bought them at the dollar store. And the other thing, real quick, I don't have any products really to show you. Well, I do kind of. When you're talking about your hair, your skin, and your nails, your hair, skin, and nails, the last place that any sort of nutrition and nutrients and vitamins, when you're eating food and you're taking vitamins, the last place for them to go is your hair, your skin, and your nails. So one thing that you should have in your routine, again, Rite Aid, hair, skin, and nails, they have the really expensive brand if you want to, but I've looked at the ingredients. This is the exact same thing. You're supposed to take 2 a day. I cheat and I only take 1. But you'll notice a difference. This isn't an instant thing. And actually, none of this is instant. You really have to work and keep trying and keep going with this, because to get my hair where it was, for that first month, my hair was disgusting. So we're talking 1 month of constantly battling, wanting to wash my hair, and using so much dry shampoo that I just went through so much. But your hair will start to get better. It will stop being so oily. And everybody's hair is different, so if you have dry hair, it might be completely different. I know still have like super oily hair and skin. So anyway, take some sort of nutrients for your hair. Make sure you're eating good oils. Do yourself a favor, do your hair a favor, do your nails, do everything. Do your weight a favor. Stop eating fried food. Whatever you do, stop eating fried food. It is going to destroy any sort of luster in your appearance. Cut it out of your diet. It's just bad. And last but not least, and you're going to hear it everywhere, drink water. I drink 4 of these gigantic things a day of water. It's either water or green tea. That's the only 2 things I really drink. Sometimes I'll drink water. So if you're not nourishing and eating healthy foods, the biggest thing for your hair that is really good for it is leafy greens, cucumbers, and tomatoes. Those 3 things have proven time and time again to be so beneficial to beauty and hair stuff. So start eating more raw foods. Cut out sodas. Cut out fried food. You can do it. And it is hard, because I went from eating McDonald's probably 3 times a week to now it's been 1 solid year without it. And I've noticed a huge difference in my skin and my hair. So that's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else before I click stop. So I hope this helps everybody kind of understand it. Like I said, if you're just starting out, just do the day 1, 2, and 3. First day, wash your hair and let it dry. Second day, blow dry it and straighten it. And then your 3rd day, use dry shampoo and see if you can make it. And keep stretching that 3rd day to just dry shampooing. Like I said, you're going to go through so much dry shampoo. It's not going to even be funny. So, and then keep going. You can do it. And it does. It takes a lot of work. It took me probably 3 to 6 months, I'd say, for me to get my hair where it is today. And I'm just going to keep going, because that's my New Year's resolution, is not to go 4 days. Now it's to go 5 days without washing my hair. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me below or send me an email. Alrighty, thank you so much. Bye. Say bye. Bye.